Okay, let's take a look at our map situation here. Cold front from the Baja California stretching down to Arizona and Utah. Warm front down for Wyoming. Cold front from Several British Columbia down for Southern Alberta down for Western Montana and stretching down South Dakota down for Minnesota and up in Ontario. Cold front from means Cuba stretching up the inland coastline and pink front off the New England state Pennsylvania state of at the sea. Front of boundary from southern Nevada. Front of boundary from east central portion of Colorado. And low pressure in northeast Utah and high pressure in eastern Arkansas. 40 degrees temperature now for Boston, 39 for Washington D.C., 63 in Atlanta, 79 in Miami, 78 in Brownsville, 77 in Dallas, 74 in Kansas City, 55 in Chicago, 57 in Minneapolis, 69 in Albuquerque, 67 in Denver, 42 in Salt Lake City, 31 for Great Falls, Montana, 51 in Seattle, 59 in San Francisco, and 66 in Los Angeles. Here. And low pressure off New Jersey coastline here. Current conditions here in the region. We got 40 degrees on temperature arrive. Here in Boston it's 40 in Pittsburgh, 38 for Bedford, 39 for Beverly, 36 in Gloucester, 41 for Norwood and Taunton and Bedford and Falmouth, 39 for Provincetown, 45 for Chatham, 40 for Mars Vineyard, 43 and then Nantucket, 40 out in Cape Cod Bay, 43 out in Wesley, 45 and Wesley, 43 in Volcon, 43 for TF Green, 39 out in Smithfield, 38 for Webster, 39 Sturbridge, 46 for Webster, 40 for Fitchburg and Gardner, 41 for the Greenfield, 39 and Amherst, 42 in Springfield, 40 in Pittsfield, 40 in North Adams, 40 for Schenectady, Albany, New York, 39 for Keene, New Hampshire, 37 in Concord, New Hampshire, 36 in Manchester, New Hampshire, 39 in Nashua, New Hampshire, 38 for Portsmouth, New Hampshire, 36 at the Gulf of New Hampshire, 43 for Winslow, 43 for Windsor. In Hartford, 43 in Meriden, 41 in Waterbury, 44 out in Danbury, 44 in New Haven, and in Islip, 45 in Bridgeport, and 48 in New York City. Okay, let's take a look at our short spring public discussion here. Rainy weekend for the East Coast. The unsettled weather pattern across the west and warmer temperature for early next week. Our surface low lifting towards the northeast along the upper level will bring some additional rainfall along the middle Atlantic and northeast coastal front. 79 in the early Monday. A rich supply of Gulf moisture flowing northward and interact with the low and bring widespread rain across the coastal region and wintry mix of snow, sleet, and freezing rain. It's likely for the interior sections of the New York State and New England and with colder air in the place. Out west, the Pacific cold front trekking across the Rockies will bring scattered rain and snow showers to much of the mountain region in the mountain west and the west coast throughout early Monday with another system approaching the coast by Tuesday. An Arctic air mass will bring a colder air mass to the Northern Island Plains and Montana by Monday. This will help the energize the developing system of storms over the Central Plains and the upper Midwest early in the week with widespread storm from the Dakotas to northern Minnesota. Blizzard watches and warnings are already in effect over the region where both significant snow and strong wind expected to the south of the system. Thunderstorms are going to develop over the eastern plains. In the temperature department, warming conditions are forecast for the beginning of the work week across much of the eastern United States as mostly sunny skies and the southerly winds will report to return ahead to the storm system over the central plains. Alright, let's take a look at our forecast discussion for here in New England there. Low pressure off Atlantic City will pass south of New England tonight and not to see Monday night. This will bring light rain and drizzle south of New England tonight. Colder air drawn south by increasing winds that will change rapid precipitation, wintry snow for west of Boston. And dry weather with mild weather expected Tuesday at the end of the week. Unsettled weather returns Friday night into Saturday as low pressure moves into the region. Near term until 6 a.m. in the morning here. Low pressure centered off the Atlantic City, New Jersey. With a warm front located across the south coast of the special matter. North to northeast winds across much of the southern New England and southeast winds with a fan and then tucking most of the low level. Flow is directly east of our area, but there remains a 50-knot flow over the warm front. Now in the journey in the little lift, moisture is concentrated below 700 millibars in the night. The temperature is warmer than 5 Celsius below zero. So until we get a deeper moist profile, we will be limited to light rain and drizzle for the remaining of the afternoon. No change in temperature and dew point forecast. Tonight, low pressure along the New Jersey coast will move east and pass the south of the New England night. Deeper moisture north and west of the center will move across the New England during the night and be sufficient for a period of precipitation. Lack of deeper the lift mechanism and lack of tropical connection suggest much lighter rain than last night. We will allow this system flood watch to continue to expiration at 8 p.m. This allows the east system rainwater to work its way through the system. Temperature profiles are initially sufficient for rain, but colder air will be drawn south by north winds fading toward the low. This will be initially supported period of sleet or freezing rain. Can't rely on it. Period of snowing in the hills on the northern western county and the Berkshires, but the lingering warm air forecast at 850 millibars at 800 millibars works against this. The amounts are forecast of a quarter mile or less. and line up with the existing winter weather advisory. No change to this headline. The headline covers Southern New Hampshire, west of the Manchester and Nashua, Northern Worcester County, and Franklin County, and east slopes of the Berkshires. Winds also be a factor. Surface observations show wind gusts at 31 knots at Beverly and 30 knots over the Massachusetts Bay. Model data shows northeast winds about 35-40 knots over the around 2,000 feet. AGL, we move gusts closer to the spot. We use a blend of miles on the map, and balance about 5 knots. Let's take a look at our... Oh my, look at that! High rainfall totals for southern New England. High rainfall totals. Acushnet, Massachusetts, 5.07 inches. New Bedford, 4.86 inches. Bristol, Rhode Island, 5.15 inches. Kingston, Rhode Island, 5.53 inches. And Hope Valley, Rhode Island, 5.22 inches. Wow, that is some rain on John Fitch Highway in Fitchburg earlier this morning here. And heavy rain has moved off, so attention now. Turns to the second batch of precipitation moving northeastward from Pennsylvania, and as next batch moves into northwest Massachusetts and southwest New Hampshire. Temperature to be cold enough to support a mix of light, freezing rain, sleet, and snow tonight. With the weather advisories in effect today, there's a purple on the map to the left. Here, only some splashover occurred during a high tide late this morning along the Massachusetts East Coast. Winds will be increasing to 40 miles per hour in the Gulf of Maine. As of noon, winds will be increased on the north coast of Maine. But this evening, May gusts to 30-40 miles per hour. Sunday afternoon, big to below. This week, you can see this splashover or minor coastal flooding and high tide tonight. Coastal flood advisory is in effect from 10 p.m. to 3 a.m. tonight. It may need to be extended to Monday. Alright, let's take a look at our radar here. Okay, let's take a look at the futurecast radar here. And now, we're seeing some light rain, 7:04. More light rain from much of the southern Connecticut down from New York State and down from western New York down to southern New York down to New Jersey and down Pennsylvania down from Maryland. Some snow trying to sneak out of central New York down from Pennsylvania and sleeting up into New Hampshire, Vermont, and down to Maine. And 8:24, rain's gonna be moving it back in. And whoa my gosh, look at that, 10 o'clock, 10:22 p.m. Raining from much of the southeastern Massachusetts down from Rhode Island, Connecticut down for central Massachusetts down for western Massachusetts here. And then have a batch of rain around in Long Island, New York City, New Jersey, eastern Pennsylvania. And then some sleet trying to get in Albany. And then 2 o'clock. Raining for much of summer out, and sleet gonna sneak its way down to the west coast. To snow and sleet for much northwest of Boston, and then snow and sleeting for much of western central Massachusetts, Connecticut down to Vermont, New Hampshire, and on it up into Maine. And 6 a.m. in the morning, snowing for much. And now,
okay, I watched it on my radar.
6-8 snow will be making its way for central and western Massachusetts, Connecticut, and Rhode Island, and then snow will make its way to the western suburbs of Boston and the northern Rhode Island. And 10 o'clock, line of snow, and now it's going to turn into rain here.
I'm not great with heights.
Okay.
These fans require a strong network.
Tonight's temperatures here.
Twitter and Vine and Facebook. Someone might even go on my blog. These antennas will help. Plus,
we'll see 44 for Boston, 44 for New York, 42 for Hartford, 40 for Boston, 38 for Worcester, 36 in Concord, 37 in Albany.
That's not a strike.
36 in Rutland, and 36 for Portland, Maine here.
AT&T is building you a better network to enjoy instant.
And our temperatures for tomorrow will go like this. 51 for New York, 45 for Hartford, 45 for Worcester, 40 for Boston, 37 for Portland, 38 for Concord, 40 in Rutland, and 42 in Albany.
More bold, intense flavor.
And now we could get some snow, a little bit of snow from eastern New York down for western Mass, northwestern Connecticut down for southwestern portions of Vermont. 4.2 inches of Rutland and some snow in trace of snows from New Hampshire down for up into Maine and down and up into, whoa, 6 inches for Caribou, Maine here. Oh my, we're gonna get rain walls. Up north can get some snow here.
Wednesday, it's a tribal council that is a complete shocker. It is going to be a wild finish. New Survivor.
Precipitation amounts. An additional 1/2 to 3/4 inch of rain possible from much of the region here. Okay, let us take a look at our. We are under a flood warning. Our flood warning remains effective until 5:45 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for Plymouth, Bristol, Washington, Kent, Newport, Port Vincent, Bristol counties, and southeastern Massachusetts, Rhode Island. And at 4:48 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time Double rain on indicated in area of showers with locally moderate to heavy rainfall was approaching Rhode Island and southeast Massachusetts. This rain expected to spread over that. Southeast Massachusetts, this rain is expected to spread over the warning area at 5:30 p.m. While reports indicate the poor drainage issues have substantially improved, the abundant rain may cause lingering urban and poor drainage issues will briefly create new ones. In addition to Middleburg, Perth Jade Block will likely over Walsky Park starting this evening. Walsky Park is an access way to several homes. Day 1 tonight, please refer to the flood statements found going flooded in Rhode Island, southeast Massachusetts, and dates 2 for 7. No hazard weather expected at the time. Okay, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. Goes like this. For tonight, rain likely after midnight. Areas of fog after 1 a.m. All bars, Cascade, low 35 degrees. North wind about 10 to 13 miles per hour. Gust size 31 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 6%. New precipitation between a 10th and a quarter inch possible. Monday, a chance of rain and sleep before 9 a.m. Then a chance of rain, Cascade, at 42 degrees. North wind about 14 to 60 miles per hour. Gust size 32 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation 50%. Little no circulation expected. Monday night, chance of rain and snow before midnight. Then a slight chance of rain and sleep between midnight and 1 a.m. Also Cascade, low 32 degrees. North wind about 11 to 14 miles per hour. Gust size 34 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation 30%. Little no circulation expected. Tuesday, most skies are near 49 degrees. North wind about 9 to 11 miles per hour. Gust size 24 miles per hour. Tuesday night, Park skies low 31 degrees. Wednesday, Putnam skies are near 55 degrees. Wednesday night, Park skies low 34 degrees. Thursday, 57 degrees with most of the night skies. Thursday night, most skies low 35 degrees. Friday, most of the skies are near 52 degrees. Friday night, chance of showers, but skies low 37 degrees. But chance of precipitation is 50%. And for Saturday, chance of showers, most skies are near 49 degrees. Chance of precipitation is 50%. Sunday night, chance of showers, most skies low 36 degrees. Chance of precipitation is 30%. And for Sunday, part of the skies are near 50 degrees. Peters, what a phrase of the day!
Has never been open to the public.
A rainy night on tap and rain and sleep to tomorrow. This is PJ Wissy for a good day with a good positive attitude. Good evening, I'll see you 11. Have a good evening.